Hi, I'm an artist, and as such, I spend half my money on art supplies, such as a tablet and a book, and the other half on rent. For food, I scrape up pigeon shit off the streets and put it in my mouth. So what do now? I'm tired of pigeon shit. I want to eat real food, like a real boy. I want to eat a hamburger, maybe 2 hamburgers. So, my New Year's resolution is I am going to buy cheap things. And so I did. Play the montage. Now. Only the essentials. Editor, tell me how much that was. This, boom, that much. That, boom, that much. This, boom, that much. This, boom, that much. I'm gonna put the prices on screen, I hope. Or I'm really lazy and I don't, and I just look like an idiot right now. Boom, that much. Tally it up. Wow, it was $8.64. That's so cheap. But the real question is, can I do anything with this? Surely this is... I mean, it says good. It says good right there. It says good and something else that I don't know what it is. Translator?
Gunstig means like affordable.
It's true. I can corroborate this. Gut und günstig. 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 Do they all say this? Yes, they do. Man, all of these are good. Can we focus? Clearly, I was right to choose this. Gut und günstig. Gut und günstig. This one's not good. Well, it's ergonomic, so that's something. For the price it was at, that's good. I think what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna have a look at what can be done with my supplies. And so we're gonna do a little unboxing video. Get a real close-up of this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna cream. So many pencils! I'm rich! Zoom out a bit. Now. What's this? It's every color you could ever dream of. And if you can dream of more colors, then you're just a mantis shrimp or something, and you don't count. You're not a part of the tally. Hey, bro thinks he's one of us. Bro thinks he's on the team? Bro thinks he's on the team. Watch this. Magic trick. Magic trick. Ah. Isn't that incredible? It'd be even more incredible if the camera was in focus, but it wasn't. And I'm not gonna do it again. Because once you magic something, you can never unmagic it. This is the first rule of magic. 2 of them! It says right there, too! Man, if I read packages, I would be a lot less surprised by things. Alright, let's take a look at this. Get ready for what I can only assume is gonna be perfect concealment. Wow. It's like magic! For all you at home who are confused, actually, there's like a little strip of something. I'm gonna use the black one because it makes me cool and edgy like Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh, but this one is Loki? Sonic and Shadow the Hedgehog. Are you seeing this? This is like their head shape too.
Shadow, what are you doing? Don't you know we're both boys? Sonic.
You're right.
But I don't care. I want this.
Can I... Okay, I can... kind of go on this. Especially if I go lightly. Somehow they made a skin tone that is paler than mine. No, the scientists were too busy asking whether they could do it. Never stopped to consider whether they should. Actually, you know what? That's not too far off. Never mind. Forget what I said. I'm a fucking ghost. Let's take a look at these pencils. What can you do? Loki, that's really nice. Okay, what the Sigma? This pencil is goated! Hang on. Hang on. Yay! Infinite rain. Okay. Let's move on. I meant to do that. Now I'm worried about these markers actually. I really think they're gonna just completely tear up the paper and leave no remnants. I feel like when I like draw a line, it's gonna be like when every anime character gets like punched and flies like 400 meters and leaves like a groove in the ground, you know? It's gonna be like that. I was wrong. It's actually playing really well with the paper. What the hell? How often can I go over this? Okay, it looks like once or twice. Yeah, it really starts tearing through the paper after that. There's 2 nibs on this thing. What a steal! That's like 2 pens for the price of none. Because I stole it. No, I didn't. I didn't. Okay. So if needed, I can definitely make a minion. Does it bleed through? You know what? It didn't even really bleed through. I think we're onto a good thing here. Hang on, let me draw like a little guy. Like a little fella. Real fun. Maybe a skull. Drop a skull in the chat if you have a skull. And you might be saying, everyone has a skull. You xenophobic prick. Fuck you. Do I know how to draw a skull? Confession, I haven't really drawn for like a week, 2 weeks. Watching me warm up real time. This is actually happening real time. And every time someone new watches the video, I have to do it all over again. You think it's pre-recorded and you're wrong and you're stupid and you should feel bad about it. Like this video. Wow, I've not been showing the drawing at all on screen. I'm something of a professional. Probably should have looked up a reference. I know what skulls look like. Shut up. Let's bring in something. Do line work for it. Oh yeah. Really immortalizing these lines and just immortalizing them on paper. Would you want to live forever? Text your mom this. Cut the finished line work. I have nothing to say. Unless I have something really funny to say. And then cut to that bit instead. Okay, I'm thinking I'm gonna add to this fella something of a body. And I'm gonna give him that out of the goodness of my heart. Because it's not something he's privy to. It's something I'm choosing to give him. And yes, it is a him. Because skulls are for boys, you liberal prick. Isn't that right? Isn't it right? That skulls are for boys?
Yep.
Yeah, everyone's saying this all the time. Everyone everywhere all at once is saying this. You should make a movie about that. What would it be about? Probably everything. Where would they film it? I don't know. Everywhere. When?
All at once.
I think for my part, I will be adding something of like a little cliff here. I want this guy to be massive. You know what else is massive? I'm gonna make a little guy. He's gonna be looking up at him and he's gonna be like, hey, I'm a little guy. Hey. Gonna have a backpack. Does this ever happen to you? You're up in the mountain, backpacking, and you're out for like a good trip to get away from, you know, work and everything's so hectic at home, so you have to really just take a moment to relax and be on your own, and then suddenly, giant skull guy. Does this happen to you? Call 9-800-800-400 if this happens to you. Professionals are on their way. You can trust us because we're just us. Because you see the skull, we've got the skill. And he's gonna be like, oh, fuck! But you're not gonna see it because his face is turned away. But know that that is what he's saying. He can be wearing boots because he's walking, and that's what boots are made for. There's a whole song about it. Or so I'm told, not that I would know. Not a very musical soul. I listen to white noise all the time, and then I sing along. My favorite lyric. What's yours? That's a good one too. Fuck! I colored on myself. I have to kill myself now. We're going blue skies. Or are we? Okay. Yeah, we are. Blue sky. Better than Twitter. See if we can get a little bit of cloud action in here. You might be thinking to yourself, Nick, if you were gonna make this into clouds, then why did you color the whole thing blue? Well, can you like leave me alone? You're like obsessed with me. You're actually really right. We're getting great ideas. I'm gonna use the blue one because of the blue sky. Hey there, Mr. Blue Sky. Guys, unforeseen trouble. This is not easy to work with, but it's cheap. And it says it's good. It's good and affordable. What was it? Yep. Good and affordable. Was I bamboozled? Is it not good and affordable? Merely affordable? I want to speak to your manager. Can you imagine if they ever had a manager named Karen? I, for one, would kill myself. We have a darker blue here. Where's this purple? I don't know. I'm colorblind. No, I'm not. I lied again. And you believe it. You ate it right up. I bet you feel like such an idiot right now. Can I get a high five? Can you get, like, toxoplasmosis from eating pigeon shit? Jade, is this true?
Huh?
Can you get toxoplasmosis from eating pigeon shit?
Yes, that would be the least of your concerns.
How come?
There are many other things that you could get from pigeon shit.
I don't know about that.
Many worse things.
You know, there's a reason guano rhymes with bueno. Because it's good. So everyone, you there at home watching, go to your local pigeon shit store. Just grab a handful. There are many benefits.
You can absolutely get toxoplasmosis from pigeon shit.
I'm goated. I think we can agree that something can be done here. Something can be made with this. I mean, to me, this is like clearly very high-tech stuff. Right? I mean, there's a gear in here. Hell, there's two. Check this out. Or stare blurredly at it. It's obscene. It's absurd. And there's more where that came from. Yeah. So, with such high concept stuff, let's first do like a reveal of this one. Like a wow. You know, one of those. Can we get some smoke? We should get a smoke machine. And like a turntable. You know? Wouldn't that be rad? How much is a smoke machine? eBay. $59? Why didn't you just sell my organs too? God. 32 bucks. And it's top quality. See this? It says it right there. Top qualiteit. Qualiteit.
Nice.
Which is what I... Yeah, see? Anyway, I'm making a video. Yeah. Let me clean my ears on camera. I'm thinking, what with all these gears and these, is there anything else? I don't need to justify it. We're doing what I say because I said it. I'm drawing a mech. Okay? Okay.
Your earbuds?
Ah!
What is happening?
I don't know if you caught that, but my light stand, my professionally done light stand, just almost fell over. Well, it's been about 15 million years since I actually recorded this video, so let's see if I still remember anything that I did. I began by just sketching out some stuff, but then I realized that I actually don't know how to draw a mech still. So I ended up looking up a bunch of references, which is what you're supposed to do, and I did, because I'm really, 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 really good at art. As you can see, I'm sketching out some little thumbnails. I really ended up liking the one on the lower left. I'm coloring it in with orange and adding details because I'm a slut for details. I continued to deliberate upon the idea of, well, upon that idea, and I decided to experiment a little with colors. I already sort of knew what I wanted with the colors. I wanted to bring in some like vibrant blues and oranges, but also just have it mostly gray because my life and soul are very gray and dreary and dead. But actually it's just because I like the film look of like an orange and teal thing. I started putting in some ideas for compositions. I had a very simple one, and then I realized that's incredibly boring and fucked up and awful and stupid, so I ended up doing like a composition where you look up at the mech instead. You might notice that I fudged the perspective completely because I didn't want to do it. So live with it or don't. That's up to you. I had Pinterest open on my side, just scrolling through a bunch of mechanical pictures and such like for detail reference. I already sort of knew what I was doing. The head of the mech, or I guess the pod, I assume people would like be in there, that's where you would ride, is inspired by the lids of the markers, because I'm just creative like that. I don't know if any of you would have thought of that. The rest of it is completely just something, you know, just stuff. I inserted sort of like a viewing platform on the left there. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you're smart enough to see it. Oh yeah, also my lights kept dying because I'm a bad YouTuber and I haven't set up like a perpetual charging station for that. So the light looks very dumb and awful right now. And I can't for the life of me keep my head out of frame. Thank you very much, Nick. I started, oh, interesting. I guess I used the whiteout to rid ourselves of the lines because I thought the lines would sort of help add some faux detail to the background, some more constructionness, like blueprinty aesthetic. But I didn't want that on the mech itself. I wanted the mech itself to like stand out from behind it. To be honest, I just recently watched Attack on Titan. No, I just recently watched Pacific Rim. And so that's why I was in like a mech mind space. I just really wanted to draw some mechs. Honestly, I'm still in a mech mind space. I would love to draw some more mechs right now. And maybe I will. You don't know me. You don't know my life. You don't know what I do. And that's all there is to it. The rest of this is basically just me fucking around with colors and completely ruining it and then bringing it back from the brink of being ruined and then doing that again. But basically what I did was just lay down the whiteout and then use all my markers and such like on top of that. I think it's okay. It's definitely not the best way to go about it. I also wish I had like maybe strung together some pieces of paper, like joined together 4 pieces of paper to create like a bigger canvas to work on, because honestly this was minuscule. It's absolutely tiny. I couldn't get any detail in almost. But yeah, here I'm adding some, because I was looking at Mike Mignola and I love how he just does black shadows like fully, and so I was like, I can do that too, but I can't, and I'm worse than Mike Mignola. And so but I tried anyway, and so that's what all the black shadows are about. Here I've got this completely fucked up perspective of the roof, and I'm trying to do something with that. No one talked to me about the roof. I don't care that it's wrong. I thought the orange, because the mech is mainly orange and like warm grays, so I thought the orange would stand out nicely against the blue background, and I was right. So eat that, liberals. Here you see I'm just doing the rest of the details. Honestly, the rest of this is very, very boring. I used the whiteout to make the lights stronger. I used the black pens to make it darker. Just a really push and pull process perchance. And yeah, I'm about to be done in a second. I might as well just call it here. I don't even care. It's over. Bye. So, something fell. Ow! God. This is a disaster. Just knocked my goddamn eyebrow into like goddamn table. So, what have we learned? All good points. But also, we've learned that I guess you can make something. I don't know, it's reasonable. Hang on. I'd say we're sitting at a god overexposure final boss. Jesus. It's pretty. It's pretty. I can't wait to keep making things with these excellent art supplies. And they really didn't drain me of any will to live. I definitely want to keep living and using these supplies. Okay, let's be honest here. Obviously, these are bad art supplies. Well, okay, to be fair, I don't hate the pencils. The pencils are pretty nice. The colored pencils are pretty ass. I would never use this willingly ever again in my life. And thank you for watching. Bye.